You do not know the privilege of being a mother. There is power in creation. To shape a life, turn it toward happiness or despair. Her children were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies. Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have.
You won't look so smug with a hole in your head.
Your insolence is a poor mask for your fear.
At last, we are at the finale for Noveria, and this is actually probably the hardest boss fight in the game. I think the final boss fight can sometimes be challenging, but this one for sure is the most annoying. You're going to have a ton of these Asari commandos casting whatever ability it is that, I think it's stasis, something like that, that just incapacitates you and you can't do anything. And the only way to actually damage Benezia is to defeat the enemies that she's sending at you. So my suggestion is to run immediately to the right side, where I'm at right now, and try to make sure that these commandos don't really get super far. I totally missed that commando with my grenade, but that's okay. And the commandos themselves aren't really super strong. Their pistols seem to be pretty weak, and you can kill them in a couple of hits with a decent shotgun, but their stupid stasis field thing that they cast on you is very annoying. So that is one thing that does make this fight a little bit dumb, because you can be on the ground and you can't do anything, and then a Geth will start shooting you. I leveled up in the middle of this battle, so I decided to use those points because they're not doing me any good not being used. And there, of course, is the Arachni Queen in the center that we aren't going to be fighting here, but we will be dealing with in some fashion. There's some crates down there that you may want to get now if you don't want to worry about getting them later. But you will be able to collect them later, so don't really worry too much about that. And you can try to use these fusion containment cells to your advantage, or you might want to blow them up so they're not hurting you too. And then we're going to get Benezia down to her last little bit of health, but that's not going to be the end of the fight. Once we defeat these enemies, there's going to be more talking and then a little bit more fighting.
This is not over. Saren is unstoppable. My mind is filled with his light. Everything is clear.
I expected better from Asari commandos.
I will not betray him. You will... You must listen. Saren still whispers in my mind. I can fight his compulsions briefly, but the indoctrination is strong.
How can he compel you? He's not even here.
People are not themselves around Saren. You come to idolize him, worship him. You would do anything for him. The key is Sovereign, his flagship. It is a dreadnought of incredible size, and its power is extraordinary.
The ship that attacked Eden Prime? I didn't think anything that size could land on the planet.
It has a very powerful Mass Effect drive, but that is not Sovereign's true power. The longer you stay aboard, the more Saren's will seems correct. You sit at his feet and smile as his words pour into you. It is subtle at first. I thought I was strong enough to resist. Instead, I became a willing tool, eager to serve. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu relay. Its position was lost thousands of years ago.
Tell me where the Mu gate is before I lose my temper.
Of course, Commander. I transcribed the data to an OSD. Take it, please.
Knowing the relay's coordinates isn't enough. We need to know where to go from there.
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination. But you must find out quickly. I transmitted the coordinates to him before you arrived. You have to stop me. I can't. His teeth are at my ear. Fingers on my spine. You should... you should... die.
Now we actually get to fight Benezia herself, so my suggestion is to move over to the left and just unload everything you can on her, trying to kill her before she uses her power-ups, but doesn't really matter too much. And then she's gonna send some more enemies after you, and I don't believe that there's a checkpoint once you start talking to her, so I think you have to do this entire room from start to finish without dying, or you'll have to repeat it, at least on the original version. If you're playing on the Legendary Edition, it might have a checkpoint for you here. I'm not sure how much easier they made this. I do know that they made this fight a little bit easier on the Legendary, but I don't know how much easier. Once the final enemy is down, that will be it for Noveria, after, of course, quite a lot of talking and story development.
I cannot go on. You will have to stop him, Shepard.
First you turn on the Council, now on Saren. You're not loyal to anything, are you?
I suppose that is how history will know me. No light. They always said there would be a...
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
Who am I speaking to here?
We are the mother. We sing for those left behind. The children you thought silenced. We are Rachni.
I didn't come here to talk to bugs.
You are not in harmony with those who hoped to control us. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
The Rachni were a threat to the galaxy. Those tanks are filled with acid. If she gets out of hand, they dissolve her.
She's the last of her race, Shepard. We don't have the objectivity to judge her.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
If I let you live, would you attack other races again?
No, I do not know what happened in the war. We only heard discordance, songs the color of oily shadows. We would seek a hidden place to teach our children harmony. If they understand, perhaps we would return.
You could have calmed them if I hadn't set off the purge?
No, our minds are not as yours. We can only learn to sing in harmony. Without a mother, children are lost to silence. You should not sing of them in gray and violet. we would have stilled them ourselves.
Are you a survivor from the war? A clone?
We do not know. We were only an egg, hearing Mother cry in our dreams. A tone from space hushed one voice after another. It forced the singers to resonate with its own sour yellow note. Then we awoke in this place, the last echo of those who came out from the singing planet. The sky is silent.
Make your peace with the galaxy. The Rachni are a dead race.
We can't exterminate them. Not without the Council's approval. Genocide is one of the reasons we fought the Krog...
Is our kind so frightening? You would seek our silence if you cannot muffle our songs? If you cannot have us as your obedient claws?
This time, stay dead.
We will not embrace the great silence.
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu relay?
The Mu relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The Commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the Commander resign when I wasn't looking?
I won't be a puppet for the Asari. I give the orders around here. Understood?
Forgive me, Commander. I was only trying to help.
We're done here. Crew, dismissed.
Noveria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Commander, do not cut me off like last time. I failed to find it amusing.
Whoops.
And we're out.